The actual meaning of morning is more plus inning, means one more inning is given by God to play and win. Very good morning students. My name is Kumar Gaurav, English educator, will teach you today the parts of sentence. The parts of a sentence. You know students, in my previous classes I have just completed the sentence, what is sentence and kinds of sentences. Now move to the next part of the sentence, that is parts of a sentence. The parts of a sentence. We have already discussed about the what is sentence. What is sentence? You can say that what is a sentence and kinds of sentences. We have already discussed two topics, and next the parts of a sentence we have to discuss today. Today I'll teach you the most important way how to select the parts of a sentence. I have already told you about that. The parts of a sentence has two types. Means first is subject and second is predicate. You know, first is subject and second is predicate. We have to discuss about the subject and predicate. I told you one example. Suppose Ram is reading a book. One more example, the boys are playing in the park. Look at this, Ram and the boys. Ram is reading a book. In this sentence, Ram is a head word. Ram is a head word. It's just showing that Ram is reading a book. The next rest part of the sentence is called predicate. Whenever the word focusing whole sentence, commanding whole sentence, or working in that sentence, it may be noun or pronoun, that is called subject. That is called subject. It is also called head word. It is also called head word. I hope you have understood about this. So the parts of a sentence we have to discuss today in details. So write down it. I'll make you a table by which you can understand the parts of a sentence. You have 2 minutes to write that. I hope you have done it. So first we have to discuss subject. Subject can be divided into following parts. Suppose it may be head word, noun or pronoun, It may be starting with determiners. It may be adjective. It may be infinitive verb. Or gerund. Means you can just divide it into head word, determiners, adjective, infinitive, gerund. In this way, you have to find out the subject can be divided into following parts. It may be head word, determiners, adjective, infinitive verb, gerund. Suppose you have to focus in the sentence first part. Suppose Raja is a good student. Raja is a good student. So Raja is focusing, is the head word of this sentence we are talking about. So you can say that the subject is the word or the main word of the subject is said to be about that in which we are talking about, in which we are studying. The main word focusing in the sentence is called subject. It may be starting with the help of determiners, with the help of adjective, or with the help of gerund verb, infinitive verb. In this way you can find out the subject. Understand, students? Note down it. More example I have with the help of determiners. The boys are running. Look at this. The boys are running. This the showing the determiner. The is determiner and boy is noun. In this way you can find out the subject may be the main word or determiners, adjective. You can say that when we are talking about which word in the sentence, that is called subject. Clear? That's all. You can make your notes yourself and you can do exercise very well. I hope you have understood about the subject. Now we will discuss about the predicate. I hope you have noted it. Have you noted it? That's good. Now the second part. Second is the predicate. Now we have to discuss about the predicate. Do you know, student, what is predicate? What is predicate? Means when something is said to be about the subject. When something is said to be about the subject, we have to know about the subject, what the subject is doing, what the subject is. That is called the predicate. You can say that after subject, the rest of the words in the sentence will be predicate. You can write down from your book. You can say that sometime we have in the sentence no subject. So suppose come here. Look at this sentence. Which kind of sentence it is? This is imperative sentence. In this sentence, you will never find out, you will never see the subject, but you have to understand the subject will be always you. It will be hidden here. Understand? So, these are the parts of the sentence will be predicate and subject will be you, that will be hidden. Everyone is crying. Everyone is crying. I am talking about everyone. Everyone is a main word in the sentence. It focusing the subject and what everyone is doing. I am talking about what everyone is doing is crying. This is called predicate. Understand, students? Very well. Note down it. More example you have to write from your book. You have to do work. That's why you will understand the main importance of the sentence. Note down it. Have you understood? Noted that? Good. Now we have to divide into a table. Suppose I am making a table. Table number 1. Subject. Predicate. Now we have to divide subject and predicate. Predicate may be verb, adjective, adverb, complement, object. Subject may be head word. It may be noun, pronoun, here you can also write the pronoun. So in this way you can divide the subject and predicate in the sentence with the help of these. Understood, student? Note down it. The first table you have to make in your copy. In this way you can find out what may be the subject and what may be the predicate of the sentence. Just note down it. Now I am going to give you more example with the help of this, and you have to select with this kind of table. Okay? That's good. Are you getting my point? Very good. I hope you have noted it. Suppose some examples are here. The girls are playing in the park. The teacher is teaching you. Look at this. Suppose there are two sentences. We have to find out the subject and predicate with the help of table 2. First, the main word, a focusing word, is called the girls. The girls. It is the subject of this sentence. Are. It is called helping verb. Playing verb. You can write it gerund verb. Sorry. You can write it participle. In preposition, the determiners and park. Park is noun. So in this way you can find out in the predicate helping verb, verb with the help of ing, verb plus ing. It is also called participle. In preposition, park, noun and the determiners. I hope you have understood about it. Now one more sentence you have to find out yourself. It will be your exercise. Now move to the next point of this. I hope you have understood about these parts of a sentence. You have to do some exercises in the sentence as it is a first chapter. We have already discussed about the what is sentence as well as kinds of sentences and the parts of sentence we have discussed today. Now one more last thing about the sentence, that will be types of sentences. That will be types of sentences. First note down it. I'll teach you the types of sentences. How many kinds of sentences you have already studied. Now you have to know the types of sentences. Okay, which types of how many types of sentences you speak daily, you have to try to know. First note down it. I hope you have done good. Well, students, now move to the next part of the sentence, that will be types of sentences. Types of sentences. While talking about the sentence, we have already discussed what is sentence and kinds of sentences, the parts of a sentence. Now we have to discuss about types of sentences we always speak. You know? Can you guess it? Yes. You can tell. Very well. Good. So types of sentences we have to know about it. That is, first it will be simple. We always speak the simple sentence. Whenever you speak any statement that means related to one single verb, one subject, that is simple. Means you have to speak in this way. I am speaking English. Look at this sentence. I am speaking English. There is no another sentence, only one subject and predicate of this sentence. You have to just try to know when there are one verb and one subject, showing that predicate, the main sense of that is called simple. You can see that a sentence which contains only one subject as well as one finite verb, as well as one subject and one finite verb. It will be called simple. Now second is compound, third is complex. Next, compound. When we talk about compound, we have already discussed simple. When one subject and one finite verb in the sentence is called, that kind of sentence will be simple types of sentence. And now compound. What is compound sentence? Do you know, student, what is compound sentence? When, do you know? Yes, good. When the sentence has divided into two verbs, when one subject is doing two work, with the help of conjunction we can make the compound sentence. You can say that two simple sentences, when they are joined, that time that sentence will be compound or complex. But we have to know that when it is compound and when it is complex. Suppose I am speaking, I read a book. It is a simple sentence, but one more sentence, I play with the book. Look at, it is also a simple sentence. Now you have to make the compound with the help of this. I read a book, I play with the book. You have to make it I read and play. I read a book and play with the book. Subject is one, is doing two work, read and play. You study and play. When you eat, you are doing two work. Suppose you are eating and watching the movie. This kind of combination of two sentences will be called compound. Understand? Very good. Note down it. Simple, compound and complex. We have to discuss about it. Generally we have to discuss in details. We will discuss about it after some time. I hope you have understood about this topic. The sentence I have already discussed, and today I am discussing the types of sentences, and now it is complex. Note down it fast. I hope you have noted it. One more complex sentence. You all have to make your note with the help of your exercise and book. You can say that in the book you have noted, in your notebook already you have noted the what is sentence and kinds of sentences, the parts of sentence. Now types of sentences you have to also note down with the help of exercise. Understood? That's good. Now the complex. We will study about the complex. What is complex? When two simple sentences are joined. When two simple sentences are joined, you can say that when sentences had two or more sentences. Two or more finite verb. Two or more finite verb is called complex sentence. Suppose I am saying that I know that he is a good student. I am talking about this sentence. I know that he is a good student. If you speak English, you will get a good job. Look at this. If you speak English, one part has one finite verb and second also has one. Means you can say that if you speak English, you will get a good job. This will be the part of complex sentence. It is also called conditional sentence, but conditional sentence is the part of the complex sentence. I know that he is a good student. The combination of more finite verb is called complex. I hope you have understood about it. Now you have to make your notes yourself with the help of exercises of your book. So please student, at your home you have to care about your study, and I have discussed deeply about the what is sentence, kinds of sentences and the parts of sentence. Now at last types of sentences. You have to make a proper note. If there is any doubt, you can ask any question anytime. You are free to ask. I am ready for you. So that's end of the class today. Have a nice day.